You're listening to Hello, Good Life, the podcast where we help you define what your good life means to you. We're diving into the nitty-gritty of creating an intentionally good life that you love, from the good, the bad, to the downright ugly, and everything in between. Here's your host, Shay Rubsky.
Hello. Happy day. I am so excited to be back with you, talking to you today, and really diving into summer with you. It is at the time of recording this because it'll obviously come out maybe a couple weeks later. We are mid-June. We are deep in the swing of summer. Our kids got out of school 10 days ago about, and we are starting to create that a little bit of ebb and flow with our summer routine. And I wanted to share some of the things that we are doing so that it can inspire you and help you build out yours. And just like, let me preface this, my kids are older. I have a 14-year-old and a 13-year-old. So I am no longer in that smaller kid stage where they need our assistance more. We have two kids who are fully self-responsible, are pretty good at self-starting as well. And it's just kind of nice at this stage of our lives for us to build out something that is mutually beneficial for the kids and for us. And so I'm going to share a little bit about what I'm going to talk to you today. It's really about building out some of the morning routines so that you are starting your day feeling like you're getting more done, you're being more successful in this. And I'm going to share what is working for me currently, some things that I'll be adjusting, and just some tips and tricks as we're going along the way so that you can see what is and isn't what you can and can't do essentially. So, my kids are in a program with our school district called Strength and Speed or Strength and Conditioning or something like that. And so there are three different sessions you can choose from. There's like one that starts sometime between 6 and 7. There's one that starts at 7, and then there's one that starts at like 8:30, and it goes for about 90 minutes. And so both of my kids chose to do the 7 a.m. because I said, "Hey, you don't have to do summer school, but I do want you to do something." And both of them wanted to get stronger. Both of them are really working on their endurance, their speed, and it worked out perfectly that they won at the same time. Thank goodness, because trying to manage that could have been a bit of a beast. But they go from 7 until 8:30 in our morning routine for their program. And so with that said, they do that through mid to end of July, I believe. And I don't have to take them. I work from home. I have my own ads agency, and then I do some contract ads work for a company as well. And I do some consulting. So I don't have to take them. So I have really looked at my schedule, and this is the first point that I want to share with you. I've been able to adjust my wake up times and my morning schedule. The first week, which was last week, was the first full week of them going to Strength and Speed. And I actually slept because the week before I was on vacation with some of my girlfriends, and I did not get the best sleep. I'm one of those people who I don't sleep very well when I am not in my bed at home. And even when I'm at home, like I wake up, I'm just a light sleeper. I wake up at the drop of a dime. So imagine being in a foreign country, sharing a room with one of my best friends, and also just hearing all of the little things. And so I'm not a good sleeper. So I knew coming home, I would be in a sleep deficit. So last week, my goal was to focus on getting my sleep regulated again. And so with point number one, it's really about adjusting your wake up times and your morning schedule. With us right now, our kids are still going to bed around the same time that they were in school because they're actually starting Strength and Speed 45 minutes earlier than they start at school. So they are not, that has not really changed too much around that. And so for them, their schedule has not changed. I do not have to take them. So I sleep until about 7:15. And now this week, I actually started my workout plan now that I feel like my sleep is back in control. And so I started my workout by 7:30. And one of the things that I do want to preface, I know some people take longer to shower. It takes me about 10 minutes to shower because I don't wash my hair when I shower. I have a whole process around my hair. So that is done at a separate time. So my workout was about 30 minutes. Then I took a quick 10-minute shower, got dressed. I'm also not a huge makeup person, although we were talking about masculinity and femininity and just feeling into ourselves on this girls' trip. And so I do want to start adding more makeup in. So I've actually allotted for me to start waking up at 6:45 every day starting tomorrow so that I am focused on essentially showing up as my best self. It doesn't mean I'm going to cake on the makeup. That's not who I am, but I might put a little mascara on. I might put a little lipstick on because I do find that I show up in a different energy when I am coming from a place of, wow, look at you. Like you look different today. You look like you're ready to slay the day with that red lipstick. Get it, girl, you know? And so as you can see, like I'm adjusting my times based on when I have to pick up the kids because they're done at 8:30. So I know 3 days a week I'll have to pick them up potentially at 8:30. So I want to be showered and ready to go, done with my workout before I have to pick them up from there. And then I can move into my work day. And so what I want you to think about with adjusting your wake up time and your morning schedule is what's in the best benefit of you showing up as your best and you showing up doing what's going to work best for you, and then reverse engineer that so that you know when you have to get up. If you're a person who hits snooze, you'll want to factor that in as well. And then you'll want to continue to move. So I actually am waking up almost at the same time I was waking up when I was taking the kids to school during the school year. So it's no huge difference for me for that. Next is I actually am thinking about, and I've not implemented this. This is something that I want to implement. And and what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my work days each week and say, okay, my calls don't start. I don't take any calls before 10 a.m. Central my time, just because that 8 to 10 a.m. time. Well, now that I have to pick up the kids from school at 8:30, but that time is really giving myself the time to do some EFT tapping, journaling, gratitude, visualization, the body movement. And so when I'm looking at my schedule, maybe it's okay on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, you don't have any calls this week. Go for a walk. And so it's more about creating, like, incorporating some of those summer activities that you don't necessarily do consistently, which this is something that I want to do more consistently. But maybe it's adding in a walk or a jog or finding something locally like an outdoor yoga session to take advantage of the nicer weather. At the time of recording this, though, oh my goodness, we have record heat like most of the United States right now. And I am not real happy with that. I am not a super heaty person. I like 70s and then 50s at night because then I can have the window open and feel that little chill. So maybe once things cool down a bit, it's, hey, let me go do an outdoor yoga session or let me go for a walk and take the dog for a WAL. He's underneath my desk as I'm recording this. So I don't want to say the dog and add that word in because I'll be like, yes, let's go. And I have a call right after this. So that's not going to work. So, are there some things that you can be incorporating, some summer activities? Another summer activity that I'm going to be incorporating is I want to go to the farmer's market. We have a farmer's market here every Tuesday in our town. I believe it's Tuesday or maybe it's Thursday. But then in one of the bigger towns that are about 30 minutes away, it's every Wednesday. And my husband and I went a couple of years ago to it, and it was just a beautiful, high energy experience. And I love all like the local food that they had out there, the fruits, the vegetables, all of that. So I want to incorporate that a couple times a month where I'm going out, maybe taking the kids if they want to go spending the day there and just doing something different. Another thing that I want to incorporate with summer activities with the children is I want to go kayaking with them. Our son loves fishing and our daughter loves being in the sun. And so when it cools down, hey, let's get rent some kayaks. Let's go get on the water. I love being by the water. And really just appreciating summer while we have that here and being present with the kiddos. So, are there some things that you can incorporate into your routine so that you are being more present with yourself, with your family, and getting out more? And this could actually be on I'm thinking through this with you. Mondays, not Mondays. I have call Monday at 10 on Wednesdays and Fridays with the kiddos. The kids don't have strength and speed on Friday. So maybe in our morning routine, it's let's wake up, let's go get on the water, let's go do something outdoors where we're together and really enjoying each other's company. Maybe you can think about that too. Maybe it's even reading outside or arts and crafts or something educational outside if that's the type of person that you are with your kids. But you can start to build out those ideas so you can see what is and isn't working for you. Another thing that we do, the third thing, is that I have really flexible hours this summer. I want to be able to get up and go more with the children. I was able to go shopping last week, just midday with the kids, so we can go grab stuff for their baseball and softball tournaments. And that felt really nice. And it's not something you can normally do when you do have a full time job. And so, really being able to accommodate the summer activities or the get up and go, it really helps. And it also has helped me to really work in short, focused bursts and also telling the kids, hey, anytime that I tell you or you see on the calendar that mom has focused work time, it's not for rides, it's not for this. You know that I'm working on client work or building out content for myself, hence this podcast. And I'm really honing in on like saying, okay, on these short focused bursts, I'm able to get more done than if I were to sit at my desk for 8 hours a day, twiddling my thumbs. And it really does make a huge difference with what you're doing. So, again, I wanted to keep this short. I didn't want this to go long, but the first thing that we talked about is, and thank you for being here with me as well. We are really talking about our morning schedule, like adjusting our wake up times, reverse engineering when you need to get up to get done what you want to get done. So, your action step, make a list of what you want done in the morning before you have to go to work, before you start your client work or start your building out content, and then say, okay, I need to get this done. Like I said, I know I want to work out, do my tapping, do all of that like mindset stuff before I get into my day so that I'm starting it in the right energy. Second, really incorporating some of the summer activities, getting out and about, walking, jogging, yoga outside, going kayaking with the kids, doing something that gets you into that summer mood and really honing that in. What I actually asked the kids to do was make a list of things for them that they wanted to do with me this summer or with my husband. And let's go cross it off our bucket list. And then another thing, number 3, really schedule those focused client work times, those focused times for you to get your stuff done so that when you do have that flexibility or need that flexibility, you're not in the hold on, I got to finish this. It's the yeah, let's go. I got time. Let's go do this. Oh, that was a lot to cover in this bite-sized time, but I really hope that you will take this with you and build out your summer routine in a way that works best for you. Thank you for being here. Interviews are going to be starting back up soon, so I can't wait to bring you some cool new people onto the podcast and really just set yourself up, set me up as well, set us all up for success the second half of the year. Have a wonderful day. I will chat with you soon.
Thanks for listening to Hello, Good Life. To connect more with us, check out soulfueledlife.com.